welcome back here at Good Day Kentucky. We're trying to help you get fit in the new year. A lot of us, that's our goals, and it's so hard to stick with your diet resolutions. So today we have Ruth with Tandoor Chef here to give us some tips. Thanks for coming in today.
Well, thank you so much for having me. And as we know, the new year is upon us.
Yes,
and
we know.
with the New Year's, we make New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
So we're all thinking about our resolutions and what we're going to do and how we're going to comply to those resolutions.
Help us out.
I know. Well, I think that what happens is a lot of people make resolutions and only about 84% stick with it for longer than 1 month.
Okay.
You know, so it's
so hard.
Or, you know, well, and it's very difficult. But what we need to do is we need to take a look at our intake, and we need to think about what we can do instead of what we need to take away, what we need to add. So there are 4 basic things that we do need to add to make compliance a little bit easier. And one of those things is by adding far more colorful fruits and vegetables, and thereby getting far more vitamins and minerals in our diet. Secondly, including some wonderful lean sources of protein, like eggs and lean cuts of meats, like chicken and fish. And then third, adding far more water. And that's where I go wrong. I don't drink enough water. So really trying to have at least 8 to 12 ounces of water before every meal and before you go to bed. And that's going to help to fill you up even before you start eating. So that's a really good tip.
That's so hard. And so I know that for me, trying to eat healthier, I always think it's so bland, it's so boring. But I know especially with Indian food, adding some spice can make a healthy dish have a lot of zest, right?
Right, that's correct. And I'm so glad that you said that, because what also happens is that people will have bland food and they cut out a lot of spices, and then they get bored with what they're eating, and then they just go off of their resolution. So
what do we have here today? This looks easy to make at home.
It's very easy to make, and what I've made is a spinach dal. And basically it's an Indian item, and I've sauteed some garlic initially, and then after I sauteed the garlic, I added an array of wonderful spices. So my spices are turmeric, which is a wonderful, it's a wonderful anti-inflammatory. And then in addition to that, I've got some mustard seed and some cumin and some coriander, all wonderful Indian spices, and some ginger, and sauteed that up for about 15 to 20 minutes. And then in addition to that, I'll add some nice split yellow peas. And then place everything together, warm it up, and then put it on some wonderful Indian brown basmati rice. And that's another thing. Don't just omit one food item, because a wonderful carbohydrate like a fantastic grain is very imperative to have that in your diet to keep you full.
And brown rice is a lot better for you than white rice, correct?
Yes, absolutely. And sometimes people don't have the time to eat or to prepare foods.
So let's talk about these. I love these Tandoor Chef options. That's why I was excited for this segment. Easy to just pop in the microwave and go. So what are some of the options, and why is it kind of healthy?
You know, they're healthy because they're fantastic. They're as good as restaurant quality. I know that they are frozen food items, and you think, okay, it's in a box, but they are restaurant quality. They are made lower in sodium, they're low in cholesterol, and most of these Tandoor Chefs are under 500 calories, and a lot of them you can find under 400 calories as well.
And so what are some of the options? What are your favorites, and where can we get these?
Oh my gosh, I love the chicken tikka masala.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Isn't that, that is my favorite.
Popular.
And I am a garbanzo bean lover, so I absolutely love this chana masala as well.
And a lot of them come with that basmati rice, too, so that's really good.
Yeah, so it's just kind of a grab and go if you don't have an
opportunity. And where can people pick these up?
They can pick them up at Whole Foods, they can get them at Kroger, and even your local grocer. If you go to the manager and ask them if they could carry it for you, they'll be more than happy to do so.
Oh, that's wonderful. And where can people learn more? Do you have a website they can check out?
There is a website, and it is tandoorchef.com.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much for coming in today. I have to say, this smells delicious, but if you need a grab-and-go option, these are great.
They're fantastic. They're fantastic.
All right, well, thank you for coming in. Well, stay with us. Up next, we're going to talk about 2 movies hitting the theaters this weekend. Stay with us.